how to sexually satisfy your wife, your spouse, or for a lot of ladies out there, how to sexually satisfy your husband, your boyfriend. Make sure to subscribe to the @LoveShira channel. Click the notification bell, my friends. So thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of Street Talk Tuesday. I'm here near the popular and very well-known Pelican Hill Resort and Golf Course here in Newport Coast. And I chose this area because there is so much wealth and opulence in this community. It is unfathomable. I mean, if you look off into the distance there, we're talking 10, 20 million plus dollar homes. It's just unbelievable. And the reason I chose this particular destination is because I was thinking about Steve and Margie Harvey and the rumors about them getting a divorce. And I gotta tell you, if it's true, I'm baffled by this because I cannot comprehend how anyone that lives in this level of luxury, surrounded by so much opulence, with the net worth that they have, I think Steve Harvey's worth something like $200 million. 200 million. I mean, that's a lot of money. And at that particular point, I'm trying to figure out what in the world is making y'all so unhappy. How could you be this satisfied? What is going on in your relationship that would lead to a divorce when y'all living this lavish? You can go and buy any type of car you want, live in any type of home you want. I mean, hell, y'all should be able to pay for peace of mind. You know what I mean? How y'all falling out if the rumors is true? But you know what? Here's what I was thinking, because there's so many people out here that's giving marriage advice. They give relationship advice. They tell you how you should please your spouse sexually, how to please your spouse sexually, how you should raise your children, and how to live happily ever after. But let me tell you something. In my previous marriage, I remember we went to marriage counseling one time with our pastor. And our pastor was doing a seminar on sex in the relationship. And one of the things that the pastor said was that any sexual position other than missionary was an abomination. He said it was a sin. People that do, say, the doggy style position. He said, think about that. It's called doggy style. And he said that that was bestiality, and that was against God. He said oral sex was against God. I mean, he preached against anything that was anything different than a regular missionary position. If you're doing anything else, you're going to hell. And I'm telling you, yeah, he said it. I'm telling y'all, man, it was crazy because there was this one couple that was in the church that they were older couple. And they had been having a lot of freaky sex. And they were literally arguing about this at home because the husband said, the pastor's right. We should not be doing these other things. We should only be having sex in this missionary position. And his wife says, but that is a problem for me because in the missionary position, I cannot have an orgasm. Her favorite position was doggy style. Now, I know this is funny, it's crazy, but yes, that's what she said. And now here they were falling out because the pastor said that having sex in the doggy style position was bestiality, it was a sin, and they were going to hell. And because the husband was so committed, he was so committed to doing everything biblically, guess what happened to their relationship? They divorced. They fell apart. She went on to find sexual pleasures in other relationships. Now, since the last time I talked to them, he's not doing so well, but she's living happily ever after. She found someone that would please her the way that she wants to be pleased. Here's my advice. I want you to think about this for a moment. There is only one person in your relationship that can tell you how to please your spouse. And that is your spouse. If you're a husband or you're in a relationship with a woman, even if y'all not married, how can I, as a man, tell you how to sexually please your woman? Think about that for a minute. You're the one screwing her. You're the one that's sleeping with her. She knows where her G-spot is. She knows what pleases her sexually. She knows what position she likes the most. She knows these things. I don't know that because I ain't the one sleeping with her. So how can I give you advice on how to please your woman? How can Steve Harvey, how could any marriage counselor, any world-renowned author or relationship expert truly tell you how to please your spouse? Now, you can call me and ask me my opinion. I can give you my opinion. And my opinion is, if your woman is telling you that the doggy style position is her favorite, and that's how she orgasms, then that's the position you need to learn how to become an expert in. I'm just saying. She's the one that's telling you. So stop listening to all this crazy advice from other people, ruining your relationship. Y'all the two people in a relationship. So you're going to pray and say, no, Jesus can fix it. And then you got people that's been married for 25, 30, 40 years. Miserable. I'm telling you. You will be surprised. And then that's why people be asking questions like, hey, should people get married? Why don't the black man want to get married? It has nothing to do with black men don't want to be married. Are you kidding me? Are you serious? A lot of people want to be married, but they've watched so many people that are married that are so unhappy. So they're looking like, wait a minute, okay, I watched grandma and them be married. They've been married 45 years. Miserable. Unhappy. Married 45 years, been miserable for the last 40. But they become comfortable with one another. They become comfortable in their unhappiness and have decided, you know what? Forget it. I ain't gonna get the divorce right now. We've been married all these years. I know folk that have been married 3, 4, 5 times. Now they're up in age and they just like, you know what, forget it. Ain't no need to get a divorce now. Why? I'm too old for a divorce. All I'm saying is that the only way to truly live happily ever after is based upon how you and your spouse define your relationship. I can't tell you what'll make you happy in your relationship with your significant other. I'm not married to them. That's what you and that person need to talk about. Sit down and have a genuine conversation. This is what makes me happy. This is my love language. She may say, well, this is what makes me happy. This is my love language. All right, well, let's figure this thing out then. Okay, cool. Now at least we have something to work towards. Do we even want to still be married? I'm just saying. Talk. Because happiness is based upon what's happening. There is a difference between happiness and joy. See, I learned that the hard way. There were times in my previous relationship where I thought I was happy, but there was no joy. Now I know what it feels like to actually have joy in a relationship with someone that I am happy with. So even if we're having some type of an unhappy experience, because stuff happens, you know what I mean? Nobody gonna say you're gonna be in a happy state every day, all day. You know what I'm saying? Bills come up, you're having problems with children, you're having issues in the bedroom. Those are scenarios that may make you unhappy for the time being. Does not mean that you don't have joy in your relationship. But once the joy is gone, it's a wrap. So all I'm saying is, as we talk about soliciting advice or buying someone else's books, spending hundreds of dollars on coaching sessions, sit down and talk to one another. If you're unhappy sexually, talk to your spouse about it. Y'all having issues with raising your children? Talk to your spouse. Talk to the baby mama and the baby daddy, and talk to the child. You want to live happily ever after? Define what makes your relationship a happy one. That's my advice. Tune in next week to Street Talk Tuesday and make sure to subscribe to the @LoveShira channel. Click the notification bell, my friends, for the next episode. We love you. We appreciate you. Thank you. Dream big.
Feel the